In 15 minutes, I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew this beautiful, elegant palazzo trouser that we are watching currently on the screen. The cutting, the waistband, everything that you are seeing right now, I'm going to be teaching you step by step how to achieve this. You are welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, please like, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe. And to my returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. Without too much ado, let's go straight into the tutorial. So you are welcome back to the class. We are going to be cutting out the trouser that you just saw, the palazzo trouser that you just watched on the thumbnail right now. And the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be marking the length of this trouser, which is 40 inches. Okay, and I added 2 inches allowance to it, making 42. So I'm going to be marking 42 inches. I'm going to be marking it out right now, okay, so that I will start my measurement from that length, okay, from this mark that I just marked now. That is where I'm going to be starting my measurement from. Okay, so from this mark now down to the hem line is 42 inches, and I'm actually using 3 yards of fabric for this palazzo trouser with the shirt as well, so which means I use like 2 yards or not up to 2 yards for this trouser. So from here now, this is going to serve as my waistline. Okay, so from this waistline now, I'm going to enter my hip line, and I will remove 1.5 inches for my band allowance. Okay, my elastic band allowance, 1.5 inches. I will place from 1.5 inches, I will place it on top of that waistline, and I will enter my hip line. The hip line I'm working with is 9 inches. Okay, from the waist to that hip line is 9 inches. Don't forget that I started my measurement from that 1.25. Okay, yeah, from 1.5 rather, 1.5 for the band. Okay, so I'm going to be entering my crotch now. The crotch I'm working with is 12 inches. I just added 3 inches to my hip line, which is 9 plus 3, that's 12. Okay, you can just ask the person to sit on the chair and just measure from the waist to the bum area. Okay, so you're going to get your hip from that place. So this is what I have here now. So I'm going to go ahead and connect my lines. I'm going to rule it like so to have a straight line. So the next thing I'm going to be doing from here, I'm going to be dividing my hip circumference by 4. Okay, I'm using hip circumference from the waist to my crotch because I'm going to be adding elastic, so I don't need my waist circumference for this trouser. So I'm going to be dividing the hip 41 by 4, which is 10.25, and because we are working with palazzo trouser, so I'm going to be adding extra inches to it, okay, to have that volume. So I'm going to be adding 3 inches allowance to this length, to this 10.25, and it's going to give me 13.25. so I'm going to be marking 13.25 now from the hip line to my waistline. I'm going to mark the same thing at the waistline as well. Like I said earlier, we are using elastic waistband, so we don't need waist measurement from for this trouser. So I will mark my 13.25 like so from the waist to the crotch line like so, and I'm going to connect my lines together to have a straight line, just like you see me doing. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be inputting my crotch line, and to get that my 10.25, which is the quarter of my hip, I'm going to be dividing it into 4 again. And after I divided 10.25 into 4, I have 2.56 or thereabout. So I'm going to be using 2.5. Okay, I will place 2.5 from that 13.25 that will enter. I will enter 1 inch at that corner, and I'm going to cuff my hand like so to go and meet that 2.5 to form my crotch. Okay, if you have a cuff ruler like the one I'm using, you can actually use your cuff ruler like so. So this is what I have to get that crotch. Don't forget that I divided the quarter of my hip by 4 again. Okay, and it gave me 2.5, so I entered 2.5 for that crotch, and I connected it to the hip line like so. So I will mark everything I have at the crotch. Everything I have at the crotch is 16 inches. I'm going to take that 16 inches. I just at the hem line, I think I removed 1 inch, so I used 15 inches at the hem line. I don't want it to be too big at the hem line. Okay, so I will connect my line together like so, and I'm going to be using my ruler to mark it. For a palazzo trouser, you don't really need much for this because we're actually using elastic waistband, so you don't need a contour or anything like that. Okay, so whatsoever you have at that crotch line, just take it down to your hem line, or you can reduce it like mine if you don't want your own to be too big at the hem line. So the next thing, I'm going to cut it out like so, like you see me doing. I will cut it out. So we are done cutting the front panel. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing now, I'm going to be folding another fabric and place this front on top of it to cut the back panel. So what I will be doing now, at the crotch area, I'm going to mark 2 inches allowance for the back. At the waist area, 2 inches allowance. At the hip area, 2 inches allowance, like so. From at that corner, from the waist to the crotch line, I'm going to mark 2 inches allowance at the back. Okay, and by the side, as I see me, the one I'm marking, I'm using 1.5 inches for the joining at that side. Okay, and I'm going to connect my line straight to the hem line like so, and I'm going to be cutting it out. But before that, at the waistline, I'm going to, from that up, I'm going to go up by 1.5 inches for the back, and I'm going to connect it directly like so. The way I slanted it, I'm going to slant it and connect it directly to the center front like so. Okay, so I just went up by 1.25, 1.5 rather. Okay, and I connected it slanted to the center back like so. So I'm going to be cutting it out like so. This is what I have. We are done cutting out the back and the front. So the next thing I'll be doing, I'm going to be opening the center of this trouser for the back and the front. I'm going to be piecing them into two. Okay, I'm going to piece them into two like so. I cut them on fold, so I'm going to open them like so. So this is what I have. I will go ahead to the sewing machine. I'm going to be matching it together, right side facing each other, and I'm going to go ahead and use 1 inch to sew the crotch like so, both for the front and the back. And I'm done sewing it. You can see what I have. Okay, so it's actually looking beautiful already. You can actually identify the back from the front because the back is 1.5 inches longer at the waistline than the front. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be cutting out the pocket. Okay, I have a pieces of fabric and I'm going to be folding it into 4 places. Okay, and I will just place my hand. I will just mark one corner like so and just place my hand and that at that corner, and I'm going to mark it round my fingers like so. I'm going to mark it around my finger. Okay, afterwards I'm going to let my mark visible. I'll make it visible like what I'm doing now, and I'm going to be cutting it out like so. It's not hard. Just place your fingers on top of piece of fabric. Okay, I'm cutting 4 of them, 2 for the back, 2 for the front. I'm cutting it together. Okay, so after I'm done, I want to measure what I have. You must measure that the opening is up to 7 inches. Okay, so now from the waistline, I'm going to come down. Okay, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. Okay, from the waistline, I will come down by 1 inch to attach my pocket. Okay, that 1 inch serves as our joining allowance to the band. We are going to be using that 1 inch to join to the band. Okay, so my pocket will come down by 1 inch from that waistline, and I will pin it down like so. The other side, I'm going to repeat the same thing. I will come down by 1 inch. Okay, and I'll place my pocket at that 1 inch. Okay, I will pin it down, and I'm going to repeat the same thing to the front as well. From the waistline, I will come down to the second piece. From the waist, I will come down by 1 inch. I will place my pocket like so. Okay, the other side, I will come down by 1 inch. I'm going to place my pocket. So the 4 pieces is going to be having the pocket like so, and I will take it to the same machine and I will join it. So I'm done joining my pockets to the trouser. Okay, both the front and the back. This is what I have, and I will match them together, right side facing each other, both the back and the front. I'm going to pin it down like so. I will let my pocket match like I'm pinning it. I'm going to pin it down, and I'm going to continue sewing it from that 1 inch, and I will, so don't close the pocket side. Just see me the way I mark it. That is the way I'm going to be sewing it. You cannot sew the pocket. If you sew the pocket, if you just sew it straight, you are going to be closing your pocket opening. Okay, so you just have to sew that 1 inch, sew it and join to the pocket side. Just watch what I'm going to be doing for this second one, and you know that our back is 1 inch wider than the front, but you are going to match it together. Okay, match it together, sew it through to the pocket like so, and continue your sewing to the hem-line. So I'm done joining it. Okay, and this is what I have. The next joining I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be sewing the crotch side. Okay, I'm going to match the two pieces together like so, the front and the back. I'm going to be marking the crotch together. I will open it and match it together, and I will pin it down. Okay, so after pinning it down, I'm going to take it to the sewing machine, and I will just use 1 inch to join them together, both the front and the back. I will use 1 inch to join them together like so. So I'm going to join it like I said earlier with 1 inch. Okay, with just 1 inch from one side to the other side. I'm going to join it together, and after I joined it, I'm going to show you the next thing to do. So now we are going to be working on our band. Okay, I've done joining this, and I will take my trouser. I'm going to measure what I have, the waistline. I'm going to measure it, and after I measure it, I have something like 49 or thereabout, and my hip line is actually 41. Okay, so that means I have like 8 inches extra. So now the band, I've already cut out the band, and the length of the band here is the same thing with the length of the length of the trouser, which is also 49, and I add 1 inch joining allowance to be making 50. Okay, 50 inches length and 2 inches wide on fold, because I'm using 1.5 inches for the elastic. So on fold I have 2 inches here, because I'm going to be using half an inch to join it to the trouser. Okay, so I will place it on top of each other like so, and I will go and use the 1 inch I used to for allowance. I will go and use it to join it together. So after I'm done, I'm going to fold it and iron it like so. I've ironed it, and I will carry my trouser. The joining side is going to fall at the front. Okay, the joining side of this band, I'm going to let it match with the joining side of the front. Okay, the front is going to match with the joining side of this band, so that it will be very easy for me to insert my elastic band. Okay, so I'm going to place it like so. I will pin it down, and I'm going to match the band with the waistline of the trouser, and I'm going to take it to the sewing machine. I'm going to be joining it together. I will use 0.5 inches to join it together like so. Then after I'm done, we are going to be inserting the elastic. Okay, so I'm going to open a little bit of the inside, that joint, that place I said the band must fall at the front. The joining place of that band must fall at the front. Okay, so that we can open a little bit of it to pass through our elastic band. Okay, so I've opened it a little, and I'm going to be inputting this elastic is actually 1 inch. Okay, I'm not going to cut it out yet. I will first of all insert it, and I will adjust it where after I'm done I will cut the excess. So I'm just passing through the elastic inside the waistband right now. Okay, I will pass through the elastic. I'm going to adjust it very well. Make sure that I adjust it very well, and what I have is okay for me before I'll be cutting out the excess. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do here. I will adjust it, and make sure that your elastic is straight in your waistband. Okay, so that it sits, it will sit properly on the waist. Okay, so this is what I have now. So I will adjust it very well, and after I'm